MOT Hai Ba Yo! MOT Hai Ba Yo! All right. Oof. Welcome to the inaugural episode of MOT Hai Ba Yo! And today we have the lovely Susan Lee from Vancouver, Canada. Nice to meet you, Susan.
Nice to meet you.
Although we've known each other for a few years now. So we're gonna have 7 questions leads to 7 drinks. That's the premise of the show. No one's gonna be surprised by this. I might throw a little bit of Vietnamese lingo out for people that are not acquainted. A Mot Cham Phun Cham is what we just did, 100% on a shot. And that shot was the NTV shot?
Yeah, it's like mocha shot. Yeah. Chocolate, vodka, coffee.
So we're in Susan's bar, The Rec, which is in District 1, downtown Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. How does one end up in Vietnam owning a bar?
Originally, I wasn't supposed to come here for such a long time.
Right.
I was supposed to open a bar in Port Colborne, which is a small town close to Niagara Falls, with my partner at the time. Originally, we were supposed to open the beach bar in Canada, and then in the wintertime come to Vietnam to teach. We had some friends here and said it's really easy to get a job teaching, and the cost of living was really low. So the plan was to be like snowbirds.
Yes.
Almost.
Every Canadian's dream.
Pretty much. The contract fell through and we'd already given up our apartments, our jobs, so we're like, okay, forget it. Yeah. Let's just head to Ho Chi Minh and see what happens. And so came here and then realized there were no pool parties. And so we opened Saigon Soul Pool Parties. This
is how we became acquainted years ago. How does finally getting this place come about?
Doing pool parties, I met a lot of people, Matt Ryan being one of them, who's my business partner now. He came to the pool parties all the time, and he used to manage a bar called ER Emergency Room, and so...
I remember it. I remember the wheelchair and the shots out of little beakers and nurse...
I don't think I ever saw the wheelchair.
They had a wheelchair.
Oh, well, I missed out. I used to hang out there all the time. It was kind of like my cheers, my go-to place where I feel safe. We'd go after the pool party sometimes, and like some nights, like one night I left all my gear there, like my 2 laptops, camera and everything, but it's always super safe there.
And when Matt didn't sell them on the black market, you knew you had a friend.
Yes.
Yes. Exactly. That's what friends are for. Yes, exactly. What was the vision behind The Rec?
My business partner owns Yoon Jack's, which is a fish and chip shop right upstairs. We wanted to continue with the nautical theme, and as you know, I tried to open a beach bar, so it was a perfect kind of intertwining of ideas.
Synergy.
Yes. Synergy.
You had leftover fishing nets from that idea, I'm sure.
Yes, actually no, I have to go buy them. So anyways, yeah, so that's how we came up with The Rec, and I'm really glad.
When you guys come to Vietnam and you come to Ho Chi Minh City, you gotta come check out The Rec, and you can't say it's not in a central location. It's right in the heart of District 1. Mot Hai Ba Yo. Okay, Susan, before we get going on this one, what is it?
The Rec Head.
The Rec Head. What's in this?
Cinnamon whiskey, lime, sugar, and soda.
It looks awesome. Let's have a sip.
Okay.
And refreshing for those hot Saigon nights. Speaking of Saigon, it's a hot place.
Yes, it
full of hot people like ourselves. Was that a big adjustment for you moving from Canada? Was the weather an adjustment?
Yeah.
Was maybe the first time you got on a motorbike an adjustment? What were the biggest things you had to get used to when you moved here?
I never rode a motorbike before.
Same.
Oh!
Same. Keep that in the shot. Keep going. Same.
Okay. I never rode a motorbike before, but then I landed, and the very next day, I popped on a motorbike.
You gotta.
Haven't gone off it since. The longer you stay off a motorbike here, the more likely you're not going to ride a motorbike.
So there's the traffic. That's one big adjustment.
Yeah.
It's hot. Saigon is hot every day of the year. Sometimes you just get more rain than others. What else did you find to be kind of like something you didn't expect or something that surprised you?
I don't think everything was a surprise. I knew the traffic was going to be crazy.
Yes.
I knew it was going to be hot. I guess the biggest surprise was how much Western food there was here, which is one of the reasons why I love the city. Because like I love Vietnamese food.
Yep.
Vietnamese food's incredible, but you know, you just want to taste it home sometimes. And there's like nothing that I really miss from home that I can't get here. I mean, there's like a few different products that I miss, but like in terms of like cuisine, like I was really surprised at how much variety there was here.
Do you have anything else that you like, oh, that's not what I thought it would be like?
Maybe I didn't expect people to be as friendly as they are here.
True.
Because they're super friendly in Saigon. Like all the locals, expats, everyone is super friendly and open.
Go.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's a nice drink. She's on top of things. There you go. Mo Hai Ba Yo. There you go. Oh, that's a nice one too. Maybe Susan, can you tell us about this drink?
This is the Lavender Tom Collins. It's made with lemon infused gin, lime, lavender, and then rosemary.
This is what? This is like a pine kind of vibe happening here.
It's rosemary, dude.
Rosemary. Awkward. I love your hat, Susan. Why don't you tell me about it? What do I see here?
This is Rescue Animals in District 7, RAD 7.
Please tell everybody about Rescue Animal District 7.
My business partner, Lena, she's part of Honey Badgers event, so that's another side business we have.
Another thing we'll talk about. Yeah.
But a passion project that we have is RAD 7. So I help set up the company and do the graphics for it, so I help design these hats. But and all the money, all the proceeds go directly towards rescuing animals. Use the money to pay for vet bills. We find foster homes for all our animals and hopefully permanent homes. So that's kind of what we do. And then we do catch and release. So we catch them, spade them, neuter them, and then try to find homes for them. And if like there's absolutely no other way around it, then sometimes we'll release them back. Especially if they're feral, like if they're really, like they're just not all animals are meant to be in homes, unfortunately, because there's some animals just are, you know, wild.
Well, Southeast Asia, I remember I visited here ages ago. It was Thailand first, Vietnam next, and yeah, there are issues for animal welfare around the world. This is a very reputable and like well-loved charitable cause here in Saigon. So maybe later on we'll give some more information about how you can get involved with RAD 7. At the same time,
we can add links.
We can add some links.
We can add some links. Down the road.
Maybe this pointing thing will lead to a link. Not just me pointing down and awkward memes ensuing. I don't want that to be happening. By the way, I'm enjoying this drink with a metal straw. Can you tell us a bit about some initiatives you guys do for maybe something environmental?
Yeah, we try to be as sustainable as possible. So we use metal straws rather than plastic ones. We do play beer pong with plastic cups, but we reuse the plastic cups, so we never get rid of the plastic cups.
Great.
So all glass.
Durable gear.
Durable gear, yeah. We try to be as sustainable as possible, so we try to use sustainable fish upstairs at Union Jackson at the Rec.
Speaking of fish, I smell something savory and delicious.
Yeah, we've got some food here for us to try.
Do you? Oh, can we give it a go? I hope you guys don't mind. We're gonna take a look at some of the food options here at the Rec. Susan, if I were to go to the Rec, what would my go-to, or what would your go-to food item be, or items?
Pepper steak pie is my favorite.
Okay.
It's my go-to.
Yep.
But when I'm really hungry or want to share, is the combo basket.
What's in the combo basket?
Calamari, shrimp, and fish.
Some of you out there may
And
not
of
be
course.
acquainted with this delicious food item that you can't live without if you're an East Coaster like myself from Canada. This is
Lemon tartare sauce.
tartar sauce, exactly.
We actually have two different tartare sauce here. We've got lemon tartare and we've got caper tartare.
All right, so the Rec serves food on top of excellent drink options. Okay.
There's even curry sauce, garlic aioli, like we've got a few different sauce options. But yeah, it's super good.
right.
And the chips are hand cut, freshly cut every day, and triple fried.
Triple fried. All right.
Triple fried.
As go-tos go, this is a pretty sweet set of options. So I'm gonna just grab one.
You gonna grab one?
Yeah. I'm gonna get a chip. Chip or fried?
A chip.
What's a chip?
I have to learn what a chip is. No, I'm just
Chip.
kidding. I do
There
know
you
what a
go.
chip is.
This is an amazing looking piece of pie. So for some reason, this makes me feel like asking you the question right now.
Yeah.
How has your outlook on things changed since you've moved to Vietnam? Do you feel like you you approach life in a different manner? Like, what do you think's changed from moving to Canada to here?
In Toronto, it's a major rat race. Work hard, play a little, and when you do, you go to like really expensive bars. That's a little bit snobby. It's really not my style. It is a little
Supper
bit.
clubs.
Yeah.
Supper clubs.
But I'm from Vancouver, so like it's way more chill. Like, you know, it's totally okay to walk around with no makeup, hoodies, yoga pants. Like, you know, that's why Lululemon became so famous.
The West Coast vibe?
Yeah, the West Coast vibe, so I really miss that. And by the time I was in Toronto for about 3 years, I was just like, oh, like I'm really like done with this rat race, and that's how I ended up here. And then I've been able to kind of like be less controlled, though I think some people may argue the opposite, but like, you know, like I've chilled out a lot, and you have to accept a lot of different things that like cultural differences and stuff. Like you can't hold on to like North American values.
You can't get bent out of shape that your latte shows up 2 minutes after it was supposed to, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's just like you're just like more chill and relaxed.
That's one thing I would agree with, is when you get over here, you'll have to adjust a little bit to Saigon time. Mo, hi, ba, yo. Before we guzzle it though, what is it? Susan, you tell us.
This is a Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Yeah.
What's in a Cosmo?
Lots of alcohol.
I like it. That's my kind of drink. There
Actually,
you
it's got lemon infused vodka, cranberry,
Yep.
and some special stuff.
Special stuff. That's the best kind. Cheers. Are we gonna just gun it? You want to yo it?
It's really strong, man. All right, we could drink it. I'm not working tonight now.
Really? Well, here's this part of the show where I got a set of stones. Don't worry about me, director. So keep that in the video. Me and Susan are now going to enter into this other part of the world called Mot Cham land, where you shoot the whole cocktail and you live with no regrets. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready?
Mot Cham. Mo, hi, ba, yo. Mot Cham. Now, normally, I wouldn't suggest shooting such a tasty cocktail, but it just felt right. All right, so our post cocktail question. If I gave you 1 billion Vietnam dong, let's say you're like nearing 50,000 US. In Vietnam, that's a fair bit of scratch, right? What do you think you could do with that in a business that maybe is not F&B, like some other industry?
Oh, honestly, you'd have to do some research. But one thing I do want to start is a recycling program here. I don't know if 50,000 will cut it, but it might be a good way to start up and then get some funding from there. But a recycling program is something that I always want to start in Saigon, because I know there's some recycling programs here, but they're just not as well developed. And
yeah, well, and it's a little bit kind of grassroots from what I've seen. You see the old kind of like maybe elderly people come around your alleyway and they ask for like the old beer cans and bottles and that kind of thing. I don't know where that money goes. I don't know what happens to the bottles and if they get repurposed or what happens to them. Yeah.
Just need a better infrastructure for it.
If someone were to move to Vietnam from somewhere else and they wanted to get into some kind of business venture and they had a bit of money behind them, what do you think are industries that would appeal to them?
Oh, the tech industry is what's booming right now.
Tech.
Yeah,
Yep.
tech. So
guys setting up app studios
apps, just anything tech involved. Honestly, that's kind of like the big thing that's booming in Saigon.
I think when I was working a couple years back, we had a studio backed from Switzerland, but they were making apps to like for everything, pretty much. Because you have the graphic people, the motion video people. They have also. Now I'm getting a little bit fucked up.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Nothing's easy.
Go.
Are you sick and tired of your day-to-day life? It might be time to get your Indiana Jones on. Buy a plane ticket, get that passport stamp, and start living your new life. Vietnam is one of the world's fastest growing economies, and they need more movers and shakers like you. Maybe your cousin or your best friend. Teach Asia Tesol has an amazing 1-month, 150-hour program that will show you how to confidently control a classroom and teach English in any type of environment you may encounter. On top of teacher training, our goal is to have you running around town like an expat that has lived in Vietnam for over a year after just 1 month. This is the perfect opportunity for a teacher by day and entrepreneur by night kind of situation. Or the other way around. Live, learn, and love Vietnam with Teach Asia Tesol.
Susan, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little bit wrecked. A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a tad. But I'm at the rec bar.
Yeah.
I mean,
Generally what happens.
it's a thing.
A lot.
So if I go to the rec bar and I'm getting wrecked, or I would like to get wrecked, what would you recommend? Recommend.
This is the rec special.
The rec special, okay.
It's pretty intense. It's got rum, tequila, lime, ginger ale. It's really good, but it's strong and it'll probably make it a little bit more intense for the rest of the interview. Yeah.
Mo, hi, ba, yo. We're gonna do something a little different now. If you had a superpower,
Okay.
any old superpower, could be whatever you want, which one would you use and why? How would it help you?
Okay, well, flying, because you can get anywhere really quickly, and just the idea of being up in the air is just fucking amazing. And you could like help with like put shit on forest fires. I don't know.
Yeah, you could tame the forest fires. You don't even need a drone. Just get your camera and like high selfie from like way up. You know what I mean? I don't have to pay for the trip up to Bitexco Tower. I just go.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, flying would be incredible.
That's pretty sweet. That's a
It's
good
slightly
power.
selfish though, I think, because I just want to fly.
Every now and then we gotta be a little selfish in our lives. So that's another yo right there. Yo, mo, hi, ba, yo. All right, we're getting on to question 6 here on Mo, hi, ba, yo.
It's getting a little harder to answer.
Getting a little mush mouth happening with some people. Anyway, Susan, what is this? Can you tell me what this drink is?
This is a Singapore Sling.
A Singapore Sling.
Gin, Cointreau, grenadine, and pineapple juice.
Mo, hi, ba, yo. All right. Susan, you've been in Vietnam. That's a very refreshing drink. You've been in Vietnam 7 years?
Almost 7 years.
Almost
July will
7
be
years.
7.
What would you say is the most unexpected or strangest thing you might have seen while living in this country?
The amount of stuff that they carry on the back of motorbikes.
You see a lot of stuff on a motorbike in Saigon.
Yeah.
I've seen a few things. What would you say was the most impressive feat of motorbike transportation that you've seen here?
3 toilets. 3 toilets on the back of a motorbike, and the guy like just putting their hand like in the back.
Got a hand on my 3 thrones. Throne for the king.
But like, you know, like queen size mattress,
Yeah.
like stacks of like rubber tires.
Chicken cages. I've seen families of 6 or 7 people. I've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot. That's good though. You don't need 1 toilet when you can have 3. So yeah,
Exactly.
that's the optimal Vietnam question. When you come here, you may see a couple things. You might not have seen it before. That's a fabulous drink though. One more yo. Mo, hi, ba, yo. There. All right, Susan, really quickly, please tell me about this drink.
This is Jack and the Giant Peach.
Jack and the Giant Peach. I believe there's got to be a peach somewhere involved. Yep.
Yes, there's
So,
peach and there's Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
And there's Jack. Fresh orange.
Yep.
Muddled orange. It's fucking delicious.
This is drink 7-ish.
7, yeah.
So
We're losing
I'm
count.
getting a little wrecked at the rack. So cheers to Susan. Mo, hi, ba, yo. Susan, I'm not gonna lie. I was behind the bar for a bit. I found something.
What'd you find?
What are the Saigon Gales all about? Can you tell me about that organization?
It's Gaelic football.
Gaelic football.
Gaelic football, yeah. I feel like I was maybe Irish in a past life because I love whiskey.
Sure.
So
Yep.
my poison is Jameson. I feel like I've always been slightly Irish because, I mean, I'm Asian and I can still drink.
Wow. there's There's a lot of ways that you can enjoy other cultures. But so in Susan's...
Yes, I'm on the Gaelic football team. I'm training to be the goal. I'm the goalie.
Gaelic football is a badass sport, I'm not gonna lie. I played Aussie rules and I played against the Gaelic guys a few times here in Saigon. It got intense,
Yeah.
I would like to say you've got a bunch of stuff going on. You've got the bar, you got the rec bar. You're involved with the Rad 7 Animal Rescue group. You play Aussie rules or Gaelic rules?
Gaelic
rules,
football.
Gaelic football.
I'm on the social committee as well.
The social committee for the team as well. Can you tell me about Honey Badger events? I believe you're involved with them.
Yeah. So Lena, my business partner for Honey Badgers, we do different events, a lot of charity work. And so we oftentimes connect Rad 7 with Honey Badgers because we just love to throw events. And so I throw a lot of events at the Rec. And then with me and her, we teamed up when she started. She was doing events, so she asked for my help, and then we just realized that we should just team up.
Events like, would there be like a drag queen bingo or something?
That would be one of our events.
Oh, what a lucky guess.
Lucky guess.
Who knew? What about like bar crawls?
Oh yeah, I love the bar crawls. Been doing bar crawls for like years, and so.
Here's a like a sideways question. Like, do you find the community of bar owners and like say brewers, craft brewers and whatnot, are they kind of like the people that come here and set up these kind of things that are, could be they've already been here a long time and they're local people, could be people that come from the States, Canada, etc.
all over, man.
Is it a what kind of community is it like?
It's good. Like everyone is very helpful. I find one thing I love about being a bar owner is that I get to develop a community here.
Right.
So I've just always been a people connector. So people come to me with random stuff, and then I'm like, oh, actually, I know the perfect person for you to contact for that. And
Saigon's big on that. Saigon's big on like, oh, I know a guy, he'll help set that up. He may help set you up later.
Yeah. I mean, at the beginning, it wasn't like that. At the beginning, we try to ask questions on Xpats of Ho Chi Minh City, and it's a little tough getting helpful information there. So actually, my friend Joanne Murphy came up to me and she's like, let's start a female expats and local to Ho Chi Minh City group.
Is that called Xpats?
Xpats. So that's when we started Xpats.
Tell us about Xpats.
Xpats, we're almost at 20,000 people actually. It's been around for 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. June will be 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah,
Time flies in this town.
It's a super helpful group. We have a lot of rules to make sure everyone plays nice, but it's such a helpful community, and that's what I've always been, a community builder, people connector. So it's just kind of part of the wheelhouse.
I have Network Girls and Harper Knows on here also. Are these, what would you like to tell me about those?
Well, Network Girls has been around for over 10 years. I kind of help take over and help organize. It's a networking event for females. We do evenings and breakfasts. It's just about connecting people and, again, bringing people together, seeing who can work together. It's just, it's lovely.
Yes. And Harper Knows?
Harper Knows is my part-time day job. I do project management to help pay the bills. It's a lot of work.
How do you find the time? How do you allocate your time?
What time?
What?
I sleep about 4 to 6 hours.
What time?
I sleep about 4 to 6 hours.
She sleeps behind the bar, right
there.
That's her mattress.
Right there.
Yeah.
But I have to try to make room for football and then Muay Thai and boxing because you need to stay in shape where you're gonna you can't do this life without.
You do Muay Thai?
Yeah.
You can F me up. You can.
Expat life. Well, I just don't like beating people, so I'm not. I actually don't like hurting people, but I like
Expat life.
Exercise of it.
I think we're on to our bonus round here on Mohai Ba Yo.
Yeah.
What's in these, Susan?
It's Jameson, man. That's my poison, and we couldn't end without it. So
that's her Jameson. Jameson, there you go.
In the bar, you're always a borderline alcoholic, and I guess.
There's that. So if someone comes into the rec, they say, Susan, what should I get her? A Jameson soda would not be a bad choice?
Jameson soda.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot.
Anything with whiskey, honestly, but this is definitely.
You can't go wrong with whiskey. Jameson, Mohai Ba Yo, and for me, a cham pun cham. Ready? Mohai Ba Yo, one cham pun cham. Okay, Susan, I've had this thing happen to me in Saigon. I'm often mistaken for a movie star.
Oh,
It's true.
right.
Usually,
Movie star.
Adam Sandler. Sadly, it's Adam Sandler, like, you know, like Little Nicky and those. Like when he started to turn to crap, I get a lot of that. They're kind of like, oh, you look like that guy from that movie that was probably not that great. So, I don't know if you have that same experience here in Saigon. Do you ever have people come up to you and have a misconception about who you might be?
Well, most of the time they think I'm Vietnamese. Like whether you're Vietnamese, expat, traveler, everyone just thinks I'm Vietnamese. Which I can't blame them for.
Xin chào. And they expect you to be fluent on the spot, right?
Yeah, my Vietnamese is horrible and it's really bad, but it's just I never expected to be here this long.
True.
Yeah. So like it's always like, oh, add on another year. Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
And it's been 7 years and
I'm like,
I should
9,
really
10.
know Vietnamese, but I don't.
You're gonna find out. Vietnamese is a challenging language, but living in Vietnam is surprisingly an adjustment I never thought would be as easy as it was. I think Susan's shown that you can show up here with one plan in mind and create a new plan. You can make Vietnam your home, and we've really enjoyed speaking with Susan tonight on our first inaugural episode of Mop Hai Ba Yo. So thanks a lot, Susan.
Cheers.
That's the other drink I didn't finish yet. Mop Hai Ba Yo. I'm gonna bottoms this one up. Can you
Mop cham, mop cham, yeah.
Mop
Yeah.
cham pun cham, 100%.
Alright,
Mop
that's
cham pun
good.
cham. Thanks, everybody. Great night. Come to the Rec, District 1, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Susan Lee, thanks very much. Bye-bye, everybody out there. See you later. Yo.